Hi everyone. Let's begin with the problem statement. Many countries are turning to e-commerce platforms because of the convenience they offer. Sri Lanka is still getting accustomed to e-commerce, and there is no clear leader yet in the race for the country's top platform. Therefore, I propose the solution for this problem: e-market. eMarket is a one-stop shop to meet all your shopping requirements. It's built with a microservices architecture to ensure more services are added in the future to provide the best service to the customers. Let's look at the implementation now. So the development was done in the Ubuntu virtual environment. So I was able to connect to the VM through SSH. So here you can see the environment, and then continue the development. So here you can see we are using Docker Compose. So this is used to configure all the relevant containers which are being used. And also here we have the front end and the back end. So on the back end we have account, product, and order services, and the graphical APIs gateway is also set up. This is all set up using GoLang, and also front end was developed using Next.js. All the images are stored under the public folder under images. It is not stored under any blob storage currently. So let's look at the application now. So here you can see this is the home page. We have the navigation bar here. This is the logo, the link to products page, search bar, and the shopping cart icon. So let's just check out the shopping cart icon. Currently we do not have any items in the shopping cart. So you can see here we do not have any shopping cart. So now let's start shopping. So alright, so let's add mint leaves to the shopping cart and then try to check out. So here we get all the necessary details, the order summary, but here we are requested to log in. Only registered users are able to create an order. So let's just go to the accounts database. So I'll just showcase you what are the current email IDs that I have. So if I try to add with the same, if I try to add an account using the same email ID, I will be not able to. So let's say Mark Tonen. Mark. So this was already there. So I go to, so if I try to sign up, yeah, so I get an error message. So let's try to add. All these user inputs are validated. Alright, so we are able to successfully sign up. So once we successfully are able to sign up, this website will redirect you to the sign in page. So let's sign in. Alright, so once the signing process goes on, you get a message saying sign in. Alright, now we are successfully we have signed in. So here you can see the cart still has the product. This is due to the implementation. We currently don't have a cart service. So what we have done is I have come up with a solution to save the product IDs in the local storage, and once I go to the cart page, what it does is it communicates with the products page and gets the relevant details regarding the price, and you have a order summary. So here if we go to proceed to checkout, alright, we are able to successfully create an order. So if I go to check the stock of the product, it's 999. Alright, so what if the user wants to place an order which is more than 999? So let's just try that. So let's go to and set up saying I need 1000 mint leaves. So I'll be able to go edit to the cart, but if I go to place the order, it gives you an error. So I'm not able to place the order. So currently, if we go to the database, here you can see the user being created, and here you can see the role of the user is user. We'll copy the account ID, which will be useful later. So if I go to the products details page, here you can see all the description and the details related to the products page. So here you don't see any other component down here. So what we can do is, let's try to set this user as an admin. Alright, so we just have it here. So here, unless you have the proper tokens, you are not able to do it. So let's get the refresh tokens. So this is what I'm doing is, currently I'm logging in as an admin, and I'm getting the refresh and the access tokens, which will be used in the mutation where I will be setting the current user that we created as an admin. Alright, so here it's successful. If we go to the database, so it's still a user. So if we fetch it again, so see here, you can see it has been changed to admin. So let's log out and log in again. This is because the refresh tokens and the access tokens will need to be updated because of the change in the user roles. Let's sign in now. So sign in is successful. So now let's try to go to the accounts the details page. So here, if I go here I can see that I get another additional component where I'll be able to update the stock. So if I go to check the amount of stock that we have now, it's 999. So let's just add stock and click update stock. So it's currently updating, and once successful, it will redirect you to the home page. So now if you again go to the stocks page, it's 1000. Let's go to the account details page. So here we can see the personal information and also the order placed. Alright, here you can see we can test out the dark mode as well. So now let's test out the search functionality. So now I search for apple, and here you can see we get only apple juice and other apple related items. This is because now although we have apples in the current, so here you can see there are 12 out of 21 which are showing. So if we go to the next page, we are able to see items related to apples. This is because the sorting is done from low to high and only 12 are shown. If I just want fruits, then what I have to do is go to the fruits category, then search for apple. So if I search for apple, now I'm able to see under fruits, I'm able to see all the relevant records. So what if I want to create a product? So I'll just go to test, set it as all categories. So if I search for test, so currently I don't have any objects like that. So let's create an object. All right, let's go to the home page and search for test object. Right, so now we get search for test. Here we get the relevant product. If I go to the page, so I can see that. So I added it under food, and here you can see it's under the category food. Alright, what if a user has forgotten their password? How will they be able to log into the system? So in that case, let's go to forget password. So usually what happens is the user will input their email and a verification code will be sent to their email. Currently we have not set up that particular service yet. So for the verification, what we do is we will be inputting the correct first and the last name as a validation, as for verification. Although we understand if a person has the email, they would probably have the first and the last name as well, but still we wanted to have some mode of validation. Let's say we enter the wrong name for the correct email, so it will be giving you an account not found error. So it uses the first name, the last name, and the email to fetch the account, which will be using to reset the password. So once it fetches, it will redirect you to the area where you will be getting another inputs to provide the new password. So earlier I had so let's say if I have additional one, you can see the reset password will be disabled, and once it's okay, now we have it. So I'm not saving the password here. So if I go and use the earlier password which I used, so here you will be getting an email password error. So the password that I had was the previous password, just I deleted the last character. As a conclusion, so I'll explain why I believe eMarket has the potential to fill this gap. A platform offers superior search functionality, as explained, compared to the existing solutions in the market. The microservice architecture also allows for rapid integration of new features and trends, keeping us ahead in the market. The intuitive design ensures a seamless purchasing experience for all customers, regardless of the technical ability. A modern user interface compared to the current solutions available in the market to attract the current generation. For these reasons, I believe eMarket has the potential to be the next big thing